is, folks? It's your man Carl, the Urban Renaissance Man Gray. Just wanted to take a little bit of time out to formally welcome you to the Urban Renaissance Valley. It'll be a place where, you know, there's a convergence of artistry and deep thinking and ideas. It's a place where you'll be able to get a chance to see the world as I visualize it, as I interpret it through writings, through filmmaking, through production, music, and a myriad of other things. So I ask that you take the time to check me out, and I ask that you dwell with me in the Urban Renaissance Valley. Once again, welcome.
Busting them and cuffing them is like ushering in a regime. They want me to make Prince pants, but I withstand. I ain't gotten into that. A little big in the waist, 2 pocket on the back. Call them Levi's, OGs covered in blue dye. Give them the game, that's like giving chocolate to the fat. Look, how you think I got here? That's the same game that came through where I live as a kid in the bad luck truck and threw boxes off the back. Made me a ripper, deliver like river. Content a little more.
Wet as fuck outside, god damn. Shit. Life, man, life. Talking to somebody who I think very well may be my twin flame. Took like 3 years for Shorty to fucking understand who the fuck I was. I've been telling her from the jump, that's me. These other little niggas is goofy, but niggas don't get it. Shouts out, what's it? You probably can't see that shit. It took me. You can't see that shit. I don't feel like adjusting this shit either.
Life shit, Carl. What the fuck?
If you're around me, you always got. Remember that. I'm still finna. Shit funny. We ain't gonna talk too much about that. That's some other shit y'all don't even need to know about. It's the X-rated wave call. It's the immorals. Ain't ready for that story or explanation yet. But yo, I bet. But purpose of today is to speak. The essence of all things is communication, right? So this is long overdue. Not quite sure what I'ma say or how I'ma speak, but just know, you know, this is immoral, live, uncut, unfiltered, you know, speaking from the cardiac, from the chest, from the heart, the mind, man. The chakras is aligned, fam. They don't even understand, they don't even realize the move or the movements that's really, you know, being embarked on. So it's cool they don't understand, they don't gotta understand, I understand. That's all we need to understand, right? But in any event, talk to me, walk with me, sit with me. You know, that's what life's about. Growth, movement, stagnation is death, you understand? So like I said, man, it's your main man Amora. Expect some new shit from me, expect some good shit from me. Got way more gear now. We've been at this for years now, since I was a young type. And now we get older, the perception is different, the mentality is different, the understanding is different, the objective is different, everything is different. And we not gonna let nothing deter, dissuade, or throw us off the objective, cuz it's movement first. So you with me live in the dwell, man. Hold up. I'm gonna get comfortable, probably grub. And we gonna chop a little bit, we gonna talk. Got promethazine on the play with us. King shit, man. We feel, we emote, but we internalize and we transmute said energy into growth. That's been the largest part of my fucking journey and understanding. Like, I always knew I was a king. I always knew I was special since I was a kid. Always do that shit, right? So now I'm a man. And I, look in retrospect, I had to analyze, analyze all the things that got me to this point of feeling like a king, because I always knew it, but when you're a kid, you don't know your journey. You just gotta go and live and experience with love, sex, power dynamics, communication, ups, downs, struggles. It's really a roller coaster, right? And over time, we'll delve into that. In terms of my story, today I'm gonna talk about more specifically, the recent occurrences and experiences that's been transpiring in my world. So come dwell with me, come sit to dwell with me for Life Fields. It's time. It's time for you, it's time for me, it's time for us, it's time for we, it's time for everybody to come together. Especially melanated people who look like us. It's time for us for forward movement, forward push. There's no more time for stagnation. We've been stagnated for the longest, but we've been powerful even longer. Understand that first and foremost. So don't ever allow yourself to be shaken. Alright, stick with me. We gonna talk. Ashe. Till I return. Ashe. So beautiful in the neighborhood. So beautiful in the neighborhood. Will you be mine? And Mora, welcome to the dwell. We here. You got skin. You got ligaments. You got body parts. Feel me? Encased in the energy field in the body. So you here, you physical. You in the physical presence of space-time. Cause, what is blunt? I put that shit out. Where I put that? Oh, it's over here. Pardon. Mon frere. Wee bon bon. And all that. Croissant. Shit. Hold on, real life shit, sorry. Alright. Yo. It's your main man tomorrow. Live from the dwell, it's the war. I say, about to eat, y'all about to chill with me, talk to me, walk with me. You figure deal. So, yo man. The day of our ancestral, what is it? It's the day of our ancestors, Monday, February 1st, 2021. We're well into the new year, second month of the new year. And man, 2020 was a hell of a year, man. In a lot of ways, for all of us respectively. as a collective, and for each of us, you know, individually. Man. But again, it brings me back to the initial premise of us being here. We're here for a reason. Any number of different things could have broke us. Any number of things could have broke you. Any number of things could have broke me, but it didn't. We're here. Right. So there's a lot of things I want to talk to you about. Bypass the small talk. I'm not really one for small talk anyway. Fuck small talk. Small talk is stupid. I like to dig. Pardon. I'll take a little swig. I was trying to get some alcoholic beverages, but feel me? Liquor store closed. They claim you're supposed to get 14 to 20 inches of snow. And I'm like, fuck out of here. How we global warming and frozen all at once? But in any event, I figured today we'll focus on the past 5 days since the new moon. New moon was on the 28th. It's currently the 1st, so you figure 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st. Now it's the 1st, so 4 days. Yep, 4 days. 4 life films, 4, 6 and 4. Life path energy 4. But the past 4 days, the irony, have been very intense. They put a lot of things into perspective. They've indeed put probably the last maybe 5 or 6 years into perspective for me. 2020 being probably one of the most craziest years, given the fact that I lost my dad in 2019. The culmination of so many different negative things in my family came to a point just before the beginning of 2020. In April 2020, April 13th, in fact, 4th month, 13, 4th day, 2020, 444, I got into a car accident. I was with my homegirl Keisha, or Deep Woo. So we finna turn the camera right fast. We talking to who? We talking? Hold on, let me get the white balance there, right?
Deep.
We talking to Woo.
Yes.
What's good, Woo? How you doing, mommy?
Oh my gosh.
I ain't speak to Deep Woo in a minute either. It's been wild, trust me. We gonna reconvene. We gonna reconvene, rather. Life just come at you fast, and you gotta roll close with it. And anyway, my homegirl, I came up from Ohio. What just happened here a second ago, right fast?
So.
And then explain it to me in context of what we were just talking about, how it's impactful, or, you know, literally, but.
All that was supposed to happen today was today in its entirety.
Well, drove she went to from Baltimore to Ohio. And then, there's some creative stamp. Like, fuck it, come check nigga. She was like, okay, I'll come check you and route to my crib before I go home.
But as I was driving here, you know, I overcame the fear of driving across bridges. And as soon as I overcame my fear, you know, something very impactful happened. I got a flat tire on the highway, and the tire was not fixable. The tire place that I was going to go to was closed. Nobody answered, so I went to one place that I chose, and they were like, hey, thanks for coming, but we don't have your size tire. So get the tire on boat.
I'm like, all right. She comes, about to get a spot for her to be creative, rent her little spot, Airbnb room.
I text my cat, be like, look, I'm 30 minutes away.
I'm the cat, I said.
Pick cat up.
Pulling, boom, smack. Blindside and shit.
You pretty much get hammered sideswipe from this
sideswipe.
From this what do you want to call it?
Overprivileged. We call her.
Karen
She was
from Minnesota.
Fucked up my shoulder. I went to chiropractor for like 6 months.
We didn't need none of her shit today. That's basically what we're trying to say, because we still haven't created anything.
But we were so serious about the moment was the fact that the hit sufficed as something impactful that shook up my world. April 13th, 2020, 444.
Well, we are now. This is creation.
We are creating because we're being super impactful. We're balancing impact for impact.
And so I bought the camera. We was gonna shoot. I had the gear in the back of the car.
Pat got all the equipment. Luckily, everything is fine.
And we filming this shit too.
Right.
The whole car shit,
so
all that shit.
We picked Cat up. We talking about all the things that we pretty much just overcame to get to this point to be creative.
Right.
And as we're talking and I'm following the GPS.
We over there off Orange Street in that intersection before you go on the highway. Lady stopped. We stopped. We had the right of way. We proceeded. She coming in the turning lane. Boom! Hit the back of the car. Pushes all the way out the way and shit. I remember Keish being all frazzled. Or Deep Woo being frazzled. I remember Deep Woo being frazzled. I had to console her. Jump out, see what's going on. Not too soon after police came. Car was fucked up. It was considered a total loss.
You want to show them what happened to the tire or the back, or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's pop out real fast.
Ooh.
Careful. What the fuck? Oh, there, that little thing.
Yeah.
So let's see what the damage be though for she though.
Ah, look at my rims.
I know.
I hope they can replace my rims.
They should be able to.
Yeah.
What's happening? Oh damn.
What is that?
Styrofoam? Why the fuck styrofoam getting this motherfucker? Let's document the styrofoam.
Yeah.
Why the fuck is there styrofoam? Anybody keep all this shit for fucking lawyer purposes if necessary.
Lawyer purposes.
That's a fact. When you take it out.
Purposes, government purposes.
Niggas is on our Cloverfield shit right now, son. We on the Cloverfield wave right now, son.
Yup.
But the importance of that day was just the sheer fact that, yo, the impact, boom. Even the shift of the car, it was like a changing of trajectory. I remember prior to that being very depressed after the loss of my father. I remember prior to that seeing like my whole family collapse. Due to like institutions and traditional thought and church and religion. And all these premises that confine our spirit and confine our thought process and make us think we're insufficient, our souls and beings. But what were we before those things? But I digress. I don't want to delve off into another tangent or soliloquy of sorts. But in any event, that day, the impact of that day changed the trajectory of things. So, we went to the hotel, still trying to create. Both very sore, very hurt from the accident. Still was being fruitful and optimistic because we still felt the energy. Like we still had to be positive, we still had to push. So we went, both out of computers, watched things for inspiration, did some writing, wrote some beats, recorded some things just for the fuck of it, just to kind of kick the thing off. But like I said, since that particular day, things have, taken a large shift. So I've just been analysis since that day until self-analysis, self-awareness, been under a rock, just kind of like trying to put things into deeper perspective and soul search and understand myself on a deeper realm, because like I said, we're spirit encased in the body, so the spirit is infinite, right? You know, the spirit infinite, feel me? There's so much more to explore than just your physical self, right? So I've always been on that energy wave though, okay. You know what I'm saying? I went to Cuba when I was a kid, studied Orisha, understood like mediums and spirits and divine. As I got older, I understood numerology, astrology, reading energy, so I'm very perceptive. I'm an empathic energy. Fast forward. Sorry. Past 4 days. So, in my travels, in my movements, I've been starting a little experimentation thing with psychedelics.
New Demo Crips and Rebel against red state versus a blue state. Which one you governing? They give us guns and drugs, call us thugs, making they promise to fuck with you. No condom, they fuck with you. Obama say what it do. Obama say what it do.
Niggas Bobo. I just remember I went to run. It's like I had this like indelible need to like run. Like I'm gonna run, hot, take my shirt off, sweating, like I'm moving. And I feel amazing. I feel probably the most exhilarated I ever felt in my life. You know what I'm saying? My spirit was just open. So like I said, I felt every human emotion. So at one point I remember in particular, we were at Stop and Shop. You know, we were some food so we could eat before we went back to lay down and kind of cuddle and be in each other's energy field. And I was crying profusely, like every emotion, every sentiment I experienced for the last, like I said, probably 6 years. My whole life, in fact. Which has never been a crystal stair. Shouts out to Langston Hughes. I wrote a poem called Mama's Path. That's kind of an homage to that. Perhaps I'll read it one day, you know, kind of get some inspiration from that. I was crying profusely, and she just, you know, she kind of consoled me, she held me, she hugged me. And she was like, I got you, like, I'm here with you, you don't have to worry about me leaving. And she was hyperventilating, everything. I felt everything in that moment. Everything leading up into that. And I realized that it was just necessary, and she told me that I needed to kind of just purge. There was so much pent up. And I didn't say nothing. That was over the course of 4 days, and since then she and I have been kind of connecting and, yo, having some crazy ass smoke. Yo, But life is crazy, bro. But it's literally what you make it. Life is an orb that is in your space-time that you can concoct and mold and shift. It's light. It's electricity. It's love. It's legacy. It's movement. That's what it's all about. So, I mean, it's gonna be back. I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna have more this night, trust me. It's just the beginning. Told my boy, it's funny, I told my boy, weed man like the hood medicine man on some shit. The contemporary tribal hood medicine man is the weed man. That shit, it awakened something in me. I'm not gonna be the same. I'm not the same. now than I was the day before. 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st. Now today being the 1st. And 5, that's the 5th day. New beginnings. And 5, being new beginnings, being the 1st. My life path number being 6. Excuse me. Destiny number being 6, life path number being 4, so 10, which means 10. Today's the 1st. We on 1. We on 1. But it's a new path, man. It's a new trajectory. It's a new aura. Them aura. It's a little light. I got burned inside this frame. This frame, the stature. Better be prepared for it. Because it's not going to dull itself any longer. No longer is it going to dull itself. Now, it's going to shine. So get your shades, man. Put them on. Put them on. Got the cool blue, feel me? Put them on, because this aura is going to blind you. Once it gets full, it's already blinding. Don't let the physical appearance ever fool you. It's never that. It's the light inside, encased inside the vessel. That is what you need to be noticing. And myself and you and others, that's how you read energy. That's how I read energy. People's light. Read the aura. The aura, that's where it comes from. It's a whole philosophy. I came up when I was 16 years old. Walking home from Wilbercross High School, and I was just thinking, what will define me? Who am I? Aura, monarch's aura, monarch. A monarch is a king. Aura is a light. As it divides these points and these plans, always look with your head held high. Always look a man in his eyes. These are things I was taught by my father and other men growing up. Shake man's hand with a firm handshake. Always speak articulate. Speak with a certain level of preciseness and concisity so that people could understand what it is that you're referring to. You understand? Always be direct, always be forward, always be expressive. These were things I was devising as a 16-year-old kid, and now I'm a man. These things are being, like I said, it's being developed. You got a soul search, cuz. It's something inside you, it's something inside of all of us. You gotta pull it out, you gotta pull it out. You can't let that shit dwell in you. Like I said, we in a dwelling, Ashe, and Mora's dwelling. You can't let that shit dwell in you and not manifest it. If you do, what's the point? What are you here for? Why are you here? Why you here? I know why I'm here. Why you here? I know why you here. I know why I'm here. It's time for us all to discover why we here. And grow it. One more time for games. The games are done. Understand that first and foremost. So, we're going to do this again. We're going to make this a regular thing. Understand? I appreciate y'all for corresponding with your man, delving with me a little bit in the waters of Imora, the waters of Lake Minnetonka. I love y'all. It's always love, it's always energy, it's always power. I'm sure I'm going to delve into this moment a little bit further in other conversations. How I think deep. My mind is vast, so my focus is always, don't worry that knock in the back. That's just, you know, you gotta fix the furnace a little bit, but I think deep and I think large. My brain is like an opus or a large painting. So I talk about things in context and I see things in visuals and pretty much in movies. I'm a filmmaker, hence the camera, the lighting, all that, the scene. I'm a storyteller. You know, I am a person who brings people together. I'm a lover, I'm a fighter, I'm everything. I'm a lot of things to a lot of different people. So as I discover these things in myself, I demand and invoke that you discover them in you as well. It's a challenge. Every day is a challenge. I'm a challenge. You're a challenge. You challenge each other. We push one another in spite of opposition. We carry that immortal creed, that aura creed. To always walk in your divine, kingly or queenly light. We all got an aura, immoral. We all are immoral. Not just me, I'm immoral because I came up with the concept, but we all are immoral. You're immoral, she's immoral, he's immoral. We're all immoral. I'm a dude, he's a dude. Nah. But now on some shit. So, like I said, it's the first time we just chopping it up. I want to put that on wax. There's so much more I gotta talk about, cuz believe that. We're gonna start it right here, fam. Appreciate y'all. I'm probably gonna come back today and shoot some more. Like, this is just for now, you feel me? Trust me, there's so much to talk about. So once again, it's your main man, Immortal, signing off. We in one, we on one. We in our space pod, we dwelling. Let's move. No more stagnation, baby. Pushing. This isn't only a message for me or y'all. This is a message to myself. The things I say when I speak from my heart, when I speak from the mind, ain't just for me. They come through me. I'm just a vessel. They for all of us, myself included. So let's be great. Feel me? Ashe. Wow. Kiss. Third eye. Heart. Love. Love you. For Life Films. Live.